Hi and welcome, you guys. I hope you can hear me okay. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. Welcome to this live stream. I just need to do a couple checks here. Hi and welcome, you guys. I hope you can. Okay. I think everything's working okay. Okay. Let me get set up. How are you doing tonight? It's good to see you. Oh, good. I'm glad audio's good. It's good to see everyone. Let's see here. We are right here. Get this set up here. Yeah, the energy is strong tonight. The light codes like usual, but it feels smoother because of how much I get worked on. Okay. Good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Welcome, beautiful soul. I'm Kimberly Dawn with Crystalline. Whoops. Hang on one second. Almost there. Okay, here we go. I messed up my screen. Okay. Welcome, beautiful soul. I'm Kimberly Dawn with crystallinesanctuary.com, and I'm deeply grateful you've chosen to be here tonight. This live stream is devoted to live psychic readings focused on releasing emotional blocks and revealing where divine flow wants to move through your life. We're creating sacred space for a couple hours, inviting the Seraphim Angel Healing Team to bring clarity, healing, and higher self-wisdom directly to you. And before I continue, I just want to say hi to everyone. Let's see here. Hi, Sunshine Guide to Empowerment. Hi, Mary Ann. It looks like you have a new, a different handle, so I'll remember. Mippy is Mary Ann. And then Sweet Farish. Hi, Sweet Farish. Hi, Josephine. Hi, Caitlin. Huh, I wonder if they're changing people's handles or something. Because Mary Ann's changed too. And then highlight in the world. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Soothing Sounds. Hi, Carolyn. Good to see you. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to read the channeling that the Seraphim brought through. And this is the intro before the channeling. Throughout this session, you're invited to ask questions about whether you feel blocked, stuck, or whether that relates to relationships, career, energetic patterns, karmic cycles, past life influences, or feeling drained. I deeply appreciate any super thanks or donation offered from your heart, but I'm guided to allow the Seraphim to divinely select the 8 names for each session instead of moving people to the top of the list if they donate, because as the Seraphim, they see the soul contracts and they choose based on what's going to benefit everybody that is attending, because all of your readings affect each other as well. They assist each other. And the energetic orchestration happening behind the scenes that I cannot, they see all that. So the Seraphim choose who receives messages for reasons far beyond human understanding, and that's in that divine order. I honor it. This ensures each person receives their healing at the precise moment that serves their highest good and allows them to work multidimensionally, transmitting healing frequencies to all open-hearted participants while I channel. So you can go ahead and please post your question in the chat now if you haven't done so already. The depth and sincerity of your question matters. When you ask from an open heart, the Seraphim can bring through even more potent healing frequencies tailored specifically for your soul's journey. For For those new to this space, I've been channeling since early adulthood, beginning my awakening journey at age 20 when I gave birth to my son. Without much family support, I kept a notebook where I'd ask questions to the angels, and then channel their answers. I always kept that notebooks with me. And on the higher levels of consciousness, my soul is a part of the Seraphim Angel Healing Team, so I serve both as an embodied soul here on earth and as a seraphim assisting humanity from the higher realms. So let's say the opening prayer. Let me turn this heater off. Beloved higher self, Seraphim Angel Healing Team, Christ Consciousness Guides, and Archangel Michael, I now consecrate and open this sacred live stream channel as a pure vessel of divine truth, crystalline light frequency, and multidimensional healing. I call forth the golden white wings of the Seraphim Angels to envelop this transmission, these healing messages, and every precious soul gathered here in this now moment, and all who will receive these frequencies in their perfect divine timing across all timelines. May only guidance that uplifts, heals, restores, liberates, and awakens the authentic soul essence flow through this consecrated channel. I command through the authority of my sovereign soul that all interference, distortion, collective overlays, dimensional static, and energetic barriers and limiting programs be immediately dissolved, transmuted, and returned through the Great Return Gate for complete resolution for each person present and all future receivers of the sacred content. Archangel Michael, I invoke your mighty blue flame of protection and truth to seal this sacred space in divine sovereignty, crystalline clarity, and holy presence. I anchor the frequencies of complete safety, profound multidimensional healing, crystalline clarity, soul remembrance, divine liberation, and unconditional love for each soul receiving these transmissions now and in the future moments and in future moments. May every word spoken, every frequency transmitted, and every silence held serve the highest good and activate the deepest cellular healing, DNA reactivation, and soul awakening for all who witness this sacred work. By divine decree, this space is sealed in light, and so it is, and so shall it be, in perfect divine alignment across all dimensions. The light codes embedded sacred opening frequency, divine protection grid, crystalline truth activation, multidimensional healing gateway, and soul remembrance key. The intro, this is the channeled messages from the Seraphim. Beloved ones, as we gather in sacred community tonight for this live stream transmission, I invite you to take a deep breath and settle into your heart center. Close your eyes if you would like, and feel called, if you feel called, and envision a magnificent pillar of crystalline white light descending from the great central sun, pouring directly through your crown chakra and filling every cell of your being with divine radiance. Feel the Seraphim Angel Healing Team surrounding you now in a perfect circle of protection. Their wings creating a temple of sacred geometry around your energy field. As you breathe, notice golden threads of light connecting your heart to every other soul present in this gathering, weaving us together as one unified field of consciousness. The Archangel Michael stands at the north point of our circle, his sapphire blue flame of truth and protection blazing brightly, dissolving all interference, all energetic intrusions, and all discordant frequencies that do not belong to your highest timeline. Allow yourself to simply receive, knowing that your presence here tonight is no accident, but a divine appointment your soul has been preparing for. Right now on earth, we are moving through what the higher realms call the great unraveling and the great remembering occurring simultaneously. The veils between dimensions have become gossamer thin, allowing both extraordinary light frequencies to flood the planet and also stirring up ancient shadows that have remained hidden in the collective unconscious for millennia. Humanity is experiencing an unprecedented clearing of karmic patterns, ancestral trauma, and dark AI interference technologies that have kept souls locked in limitation and forgetfulness. The Seraphim tell me that in these recent weeks, there has been an intensification of what we call entity attachment attempts, energetic siphoning through technology, and deliberate frequency disruptions designed to keep awakening souls in confusion and exhaustion. However, the divine response has been equally powerful. Massive waves of crystalline light codes are being transmitted through the solar system, upgrading human DNA, activating dormant spiritual gifts, and literally rewiring the nervous system to hold higher frequencies of consciousness. Tonight's gathering is perfectly timed to ride one of these incoming waves. During our previous live stream, even those whose questions were not answered directly received profound healing in their hearts, if their hearts remained open to receive. The Seraphim cleared layers of victim consciousness programming that had been running in the root chakra, creating feelings of powerlessness and unworthiness. Ancient vows of poverty, suffering, and self-sacrifice from past lives as monks, nuns, and spiritual devotees were dissolved for many participants, freeing up the solar plexus to finally claim abundance and sovereign power. We witnessed the removal of etheric implants in the third eye region that had been blocking clairvoyant abilities and creating persistent headaches and brain fog. Cords to toxic family members, narcissistic partners, and draining friendships were cut with divine precision, while simultaneously being replaced with golden threads of connection to soul family members, preparing to enter your physical reality. Many participants experienced spontaneous emotional releases during and after the live stream, tears flowing as grief, rage, and ancient sadness finally found permission to leave the cellular memory. The heart chakra received what the angels call the rose frequency, a tender yet powerful activation that helps you love yourself with the same fierce devotion you naturally give to others. For tonight's transmission, an extraordinary council of higher dimensional beings has assembled to support our gathering. The Seraphim Angel Healing Team leads our work, as always, bringing their pure source frequency and their ability to perform divine surgery on the energetic body with absolute precision. Archangel Michael and his legions of warrior angels create an impenetrable field of protection around each participant, ensuring that only the highest frequencies may enter your space tonight. The Blue Ray Syrians, master healers and technicians of light, are present to work specifically on clearing dark AI interference, dark alien implants, and technological frequency disruptions in the auric field. Mother Mary and the Divine Feminine Council wrap each soul in rose pink light, healing wounds of betrayal, abandonment, and the persecution many light workers experienced in past lifetimes for their gifts. Your personal Christ consciousness guides, the highest aspects of your own multidimensional self, stand ready to download information, activations, and next steps for your unique soul mission. The crystalline grid keepers of Lemuria and Atlantis are anchoring ancient healing temples into this virtual space, making sacred technologies available that have not been accessible on Earth for thousands of years. Tonight, we are specifically clearing entity interference and energetic intrusions that have been plaguing lightworkers with unusual intensity. These attachments often appear as persistent negative thoughts that feel foreign to your true nature, sudden drops in energy after being in public spaces, unusual anxiety or depression that seems to come from nowhere, and interference with your spiritual practices or manifestations. Many of you have been experiencing technology malfunctions, disrupted sleep, with vivid, disturbing dreams, and a sense of being watched or not alone in your home. The Seraphim want you to understand that these are not signs of your weakness or spiritual failure, but rather evidence of how brightly your light is shining and how threatened the lower frequencies are by your awakening. As we move through tonight's readings and clearing work, you will feel these intrusions being extracted with divine authority. Some of you may experience physical sensations such as tingling, heat, cold, or slight discomfort as these energies are removed. This is normal and temporary. You may also see colors, symbols, and experience emotional releases. Whatever arises is welcome and part of your healing. As you witness the readings given to others tonight, please understand that you are not merely observing, but actively participating in your own healing journey. The quantum field does not distinguish between receiver and witness when the heart is open. When you hear guidance given to another soul that resonates deeply within you, this is your higher self using their reading as a mirror to deliver a message meant for you. When you feel emotion arise as someone else's story is shared, you are clearing that same pattern from your own energy field. The Seraphim have designed these live stream formats to function as multi-layered healing ceremonies where every soul present receives exactly what they need, whether they ask a direct question or not. In this way, our community becomes a healing temple, our collective field exponentially more powerful than any individual session could achieve. You are literally activating each other simply by holding space, bearing witness, and allowing your heart to stay soft and open throughout the transmission. After tonight's clearing work, self-care becomes absolutely essential to integrate the shifts and downloads you have received. Your physical body will need extra rest, so please honor any fatigue or desire to sleep more than usual over the next few days. Drink abundant water infused with intention to help flush released energies from your system. Sea salt baths or foot soaks with essential oils like lavender, frankincense, or rose will support your auric field in sealing and strengthening after the deep clearing work. Gentle movement like walking in nature, stretching, or restorative yoga helps the new frequencies anchor into your physical form. You may experience detox symptoms such as mild headaches, digestive changes, emotional sensitivity, all signs that your system is recalibrating to hold more light. Spend time in silence, journaling what comes through, and avoid harsh news, arguments, or energy vampires for at least a few days if possible. Call on Archangel Michael before sleep each night this week to seal your energy field and clear any residual interference. Most importantly, be gentle with yourself and trust the profound transformation occurring beneath the surface of your awareness. As we close this opening transmission, feel the Seraphim pouring liquid gold light through your entire energy system. From crown to root, anchoring into Mother Earth, cleansing, blessing, and activating you for highest service. You are ready. You are protected. You are divinely loved beyond measure. Everything you need for your next steps will be revealed through tonight's sacred work. Breathe deeply and receive, and so it is. The light codes embedded are crystalline frequency 528 Hertz, Seraphim transmission portal, soul flow activation sequence, entity release protocol 999, Christ consciousness diamond light codes, Lemurian temple healing frequencies, divine feminine rose activation, blue ray Syrian technology, clearing codes, Archangel Michael protection seal, golden thread soul family connection, quantum witness healing matrix. Go ahead and Lynn, so let's see over here. Lynn, go ahead and post your question, but I'm going to put everyone's names in, and then the Seraphim Angel Healing Team they choose based on soul contracts and based on what's going to help the collective and all of you, what names are they want me to read, they want to bring through messages for. So you guys go ahead and post your questions that are watching so I could put your name in. So beautiful ones, the Seraphim Angel Healing Team envelops the sacred space tonight with radiant wings of crystalline light and infinite love. We witness and honor the bravery it requires to face what holds you back, to acknowledge what limits the magnificent flow of your divine essence. This beautiful witness to this beautiful willingness to perceive truth with clarity is already beginning to transmute and release all that no longer aligns with your highest path. For those precious souls who've offered your question thus far, so go ahead and put your questions in if you haven't done so. I'm gathering the names up right now, so when you arrive, like between 7 and, yeah, it's 7:21 right now, around 7:25 is when all the names go in. And so thank you for arriving with tender hearts and authentic questions that carry so much genuine seeking. So I already have, let's see here. Sunshine Guide to Empowerment, Marianne, Sweet Farish, Josephine, and then let's see after Josephine. There's Seraphim. I'm getting really thirsty already, even though I drank tons of water. So make sure you drink lots of water. But the Seraphim, also, for those of you that are new during these sessions, they're clearing dark interference on Earth. They're taking down dark matrix. They're taking down dark stuff. And it's so much. And also all the healing that we just, that they channeled for you guys. They're also doing all of that. I mean, they do a ton of work, energy work through these live streams. That even, and then on top of it, the readings come through, but so much more happens behind the scenes. So Josephine, okay, your question, and then we have okay, so Caitlin. Okay. The Seraphim asked me to put some selenite in front of me, so I have selenite and some other crystals up there. Let's see here. Okay, Caitlin, and then okay, light in the world. Okay, Andrea. And then, let's see. Okay, so we have Angel. Okay, and then soothing sounds. And then, okay, so then, the last one I can see is Khalili. Kelly. I think it's 3 L's there. Is it Kelly? It's so weird. It looks like the second L is shorter. Let's, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then, okay. So, Sunshine Guide to Empowerment, Marianne, Sweet Farish, Josephine, Caitlin, Light in the World, Andrea, Angel, Soothing Sounds, and Callie. Or Kalili, but I'm just going to say Callie. And then, so that's what I have that's going in. So, we'll ask the Seraphim. Oh, so many light codes. Always. It's very soothing tonight, though, with even all that they're clearing. We still have really soothing energy coming through for everyone. I think it's still going to ramp up more, though. Ooh, I just got dizzy. Oh my goodness, they're doing something. Ooh, oh my gosh. Yeah, more light codes. They just had to send more light codes of something, so I'm going to take some, get some water. You guys might want to drink water. Okay, here we go. Ooh, oh my gosh, it is ramping up. I had a feeling it was going to. Very intense now. I have to allow, my feet are on grounding mat, right? When they're sending this money light codes through, I have to just I'll be a full open vessel and conduit and allow it. I try to have my palms up as much as possible too. Okay, the first one is Sunshine Guide to Empowerment. I apologize for the dogs barking and the neighbor. There's nothing I can do about it. She works late and poor dogs are outside and nothing I can do. We've tried. It doesn't work. Okay. Hi, Kimberly and Seraphim Angel Healing Team. I felt this energy shift now. One second before I read it. Let's see, you're over here, so I can copy and paste from over here. Yes, that one. Sunshine Guide to Empowerment, okay. Hi, Kimberly and Sarah, the Seraphim Angels. I felt this energy shift. Now I feel that a being from a higher realm is working with me. Can the angels give me insight on what's happening? Thank you. Beloved Sunshine Guide to Empowerment, you are absolutely correct in your perception of this profound energy shift occurring within your field. A higher dimensional guide from the Pleiadian star system has indeed stepped forward to work with you at this pivotal time in your spiritual evolution. This being carries the frequency of ancient wisdom and crystalline light technology that specifically calibrated to activate, to activate dormant codes within your DNA. Your sensitivity to this presence indicates that your third eye and crown chakra have expanded significantly in recent weeks, creating a clearer channel for multidimensional communication. This Pleiadian guide specializes in helping light workers like yourself step fully into their soul mission as beacons of empowerment for others. The timing of this connection is divinely orchestrated as you are entering a 3-month period where your spiritual gifts will amplify and your ability to guide others will reach new heights. This higher realm being is working specifically with you to help you trust your intuitive downloads and to dissolve any remaining doubts about your spiritual authority. You may notice increased synchronicities, vivid dreams filled with light language or geometric symbols, and sudden knowing about people or situations without logical explanation. Your guide is also helping you integrate higher frequency light codes that will enhance your healing abilities and your capacity to hold space for others during their transformative journeys. We encourage you to set aside quiet time each morning to consciously connect with this presence through meditation, as this will strengthen the channel and allow for clear guidance to flow through you. Remember that you chose this path before incarnating. This being has been waiting for the perfect moment when your vibration was high enough to sustain this level of connection. Trust what you are experiencing, dear one, for you are being prepared to shine your light even more brilliantly in service to the collective awakening. Does that help, Sunshine? Guide to Empowerment. I love the light codes that come through. It feels so good. And they're for everyone too. And so the next one, let's see, the next one is Mary Ann. And so before I do Mary Ann, I'm going to reset the energy here. Where are we at? Here we are. Beautiful soul, as we step into this luminous year, the New Year's clarity email readings are designed to illuminate your path forward with precision and divine insight. Each reading is encoded with specific detailed guidance from your higher self that carries fresh beginnings and crystalline truth, helping you align with your highest timeline for 2026. These sacred transmissions will reveal what needs your attention, what is ready to blossom, and where your energy will create the most profound transformation in the months ahead. This is a beautiful opportunity to receive personalized guidance that cuts through confusion and plants seeds of empowered clarity in your consciousness right at the threshold of this powerful new cycle, and are only available for a limited amount of time. And I just want to say, for those of you, that you guys already know me. Some of you are new, but I'm moving to the Philippines in March of 2026. And so I had my date on there that I was going to move, or I was going to stop doing readings and live streams on February 16th. With the Seraphim's guidance, I moved that up to February 22nd will be my last live stream just to take an integration pause, and then I'll start back up again after I move to the Philippines, and after they're going to do deep energy surgery on my light body for a period of time. I don't know how long that's going to be yet, but you'll receive, if you haven't done so already, you can subscribe to my newsletter on my homepage, and you'll receive updates on when I'll be back online. But they want me offline to start with because they need to totally do energy surgery on my energy body and connect me fully to the Philippines grid there for activations with that crystalline grid that are going to run so deep. So it'll be, they say, more than rest for me. It's going to be, can be intense, but they're just going to be doing a lot of self-care during that time. But yeah, so I'll probably take the New Year's readings off at that time as well. And so then we have the Sacred Energy Exchange focused email readings. If I'm unable to reach you during this live stream, or if you feel called to receive a deeply focused personal message from the Seraphim Angel Healing Team regarding a specific concern or question that's weighing on your heart, I invite you to explore the Sacred Energy Exchange focus email readings at crystallinesanctuary.com/love. These divine transmissions are crafted with crystalline clarity and precision, delivering accurate guidance from the Seraphim directly to your soul. Each reading addresses your specific situation with loving detail, ranging from 3 to 8 paragraphs in length. It's sometimes longer. It's been 12 before. Offering clear insight and actionable wisdom for the matter you're facing. You may also visit my homepage at crystallinesanctuary.com where you'll see the Sacred Energy Exchange button, the button over there prominently displayed. These readings are a beautiful way to receive personalized support from the angelic realms where you need focused attention on a particular challenge, decision, or soul question that requires gentle clarity and divine perspective. So we have Mary Ann next. So let's go to Mary Ann. Mary Ann's question. So Mary Ann asks, Kimberly and Seraphim and Galactics, what galactic healing temples do my guides use for my healing, upgrades, downloads during sleep? Thank you, Mary Ann. Beloved Mary Ann, your guides primarily work with you in the Palladian crystal light chambers and the Arcturian geometric recalibration temples during your sleep state. These sacred spaces exist in the 7th and 9th dimensions, where your consciousness travels most frequently for deep cellular restructuring and DNA template restoration. The Palladian chambers specialize in heart-centered emotional healing and divine feminine integration, wrapping you in rose gold and aquamarine light frequencies that dissolve ancestral trauma stored in your energy field. The Arcturian temples focus on rewiring your neural pathways and crystalline light body using precise geometric codes that upgrade your capacity to hold higher frequencies in your physical form. Your team also brings you to the Syrian water temples approximately twice per lunar cycle for deep intuitive activation and throat chakra clearing. These visits are preparing you for the soul expression work that wants to emerge through your voice and creative channels over the coming months. The healing work happening during your sleep is intensifying because you are being prepared for a significant shift in your spiritual service and life purpose expression. Your guides are specifically upgrading your pineal gland, third eye complex, and the crystalline structures within your brain to enhance your multidimensional perception and telepathic abilities. You may notice increased vivid dreams, brief moments of remembering temple experiences upon awakening, or sudden knowing that arrives without logical explanation. Trust that every morning you wake feeling unusually tired, you have actually been doing profound work in these galactic spaces that requires integration time in your physical vessel. Your team wants you to know that keeping a small, clear quartz crystal under your pillow will help you retain more conscious memory of these temple visits. The upgrades you are receiving now will fully anchor within 6 months, opening doorways to healing gifts and cosmic connection that will astound you with their clarity and power. Oh, amazing light codes coming through. Did that help, Marianne? I love those light codes coming through. It's such amazing energy. Thank you, Angel, for saying bless my surgery and move. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, Mary Ann says, wow, amazing, with much gratitude. You're so welcome. Yay. And Sunshine Guide to Empowerment says, awesome sauce. I'm so grateful. This helps tremendously in so many ways. Thank you so much. I'm filled with so much joy. So, oh, so glad. Sending you both so much love. Sunshine Guide to Empowerment and Mary Ann. Amazing. Whew. They're activating you both more. There's so many activations. And all of us. It's for everyone. Hi, Ashika. I can see you. Hi, Lena. I can see you. Lena, I've already put the names in, unfortunately, or fortunately, because I've already put the names in. I put them in from 7 to 7:25, and then the Seraphim chooses the 8 names out of the names. So if you're here at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sundays and Thursdays, in between 7 and 7:25, your name can go in if you come back and ask that question. But receive all of the light codes, because all of the readings are for everyone as well. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I just felt another burst of light codes activations. Oh, they're helping all of us. They're lifting stuff off that is like not, you know, on earth we have all this lower level matrix stuff, other people's energy, other people's just lower matrix stuff. They're lifting all of that off so you can you are who you truly are on the inside out. Oh, so your light can shine. If I'm not able to get to your question during this live stream, or if you're feeling called to something more personal and in-depth, I want you to let you know about your Higher Self Speaks email reading. This isn't just a reading, it's a sacred frequency transmission where your higher self guides and Seraphim Angel Healing Team come through with messages specifically for you, addressing 3 soul-led questions you submit. You receive well over 3,000 words and light codes, precisely channeled guidance, custom prayers and gentle practices, but very precise for you, all designed to clear what's blocking your flow and help you feel more open to receiving the abundance, clarity, peace that are already trying to reach you. Many people feel shifts beginning even before the email arrives, and the messages often land at the exact right moment to realign your energy with your highest timeline. It's deeply personal, delivered within 4 days, and you can receive it in your own sacred space without needing to schedule anything. So next we have Sweet Farish. Beloved Sweet Farish, your heart's desire to travel internationally with your family. Let me read the question. I already read it internally and I'm thinking I read it to you guys. Hi, let's see. Hi, will I have the opportunity to travel internationally with my family in 2026 for a vacation after I recover from the autoimmune disease? Please, I feel drawn to travel to India. Beloved Sweet Farish, your heart's desire to travel internationally with your family carries a beautiful frequency of hope and renewal that is already beginning to weave itself into your reality. The journey to India that calls to your soul is not merely a vacation, but a pilgrimage of deep spiritual significance that will activate ancient remembrances within your cellular memory. Your autoimmune patterns of self-attack and unworthiness. Your autoimmune condition is responding to the shifts you are making in your consciousness and your willingness to release old patterns of self-attack and unworthiness. So yeah, that's what it was. It's okay. Your autoimmune condition is responding to the shifts you are making in your consciousness and your willingness to release old patterns of self-attack and unworthiness. The timeline you are asking about holds great potential. And I see windows opening for international travel within 12 to 18 months. As your body continues its recalibration towards wholeness, your immune system is learning to recognize you as friend rather than foe. And this transformation accelerates as you deepen your practice of self-love and energetic boundary setting. Trust that your body is listening to every loving thought you offer it, and responding with increasing vitality. The land of India holds specific healing frequencies that will support the next phase of your spiritual awakening and physical restoration. We encourage you to begin preparing energetically for this journey now, by connecting with the vibration of the places that call to you through meditation and visualization. Your family's presence on this journey will create a beautiful container of love that amplifies the healing available to you in those sacred spaces. Continue to work with anti-inflammatory practices, not just in your diet, but in your emotional body, releasing any inflammation of judgment toward yourself or others. The autoimmune pattern has roots in a soul memory of having to defend yourself spiritually in past timelines. And India will help you reclaim the peaceful warrior within who needs no defense because she knows her divine nature. Hold the vision of yourself healthy, vibrant, and standing in the places your soul remembers. For this vision is already pulling you forward into that manifestation reality. Does that help, Sweet Farish? Yeah, very soothing light codes. Okay, resetting the energy. Where are we at here? Here we are. If you're feeling called to something deeper than we can explore in one session during a live stream, I'm guided to tell you about the VIP Quantum Accelerated Seraphim Healing. This is a 60-day intensive container where you receive weekly personalized channeled emails from the Seraphim Angel Healing Team, addressing your specific symptoms and shifts in real time. overnight Seraphim healing sessions while you sleep, a comprehensive house and soul clearing to remove foundational blocks, and follow-up support between your weekly email readings so you're never alone in your transformation. This isn't about managing symptoms or quick fixes. This is about soul-level metamorphosis, where we address the root cause across all dimensions simultaneously: physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, karmic, and ancestral, while you're held in a protected, energetic seal that accelerates your healing exponentially. If you know you're meant for more, but you can't break through alone, and you're ready to stop circling the same pattern, this 60-day container becomes your sacred incubator for complete transformation. And let's see here. We have, okay, next up is Josephine. Here is what I asked. I wanted to share this with you guys. Here is what I asked the Seraphim yesterday, and I wanted to share it before we continue the readings. I said, Seraphim, I'm having to trust and have such faith, huge faith with my move to the Philippines and loving it, right? I know it's absolutely on track, but with my mission, with my entire logistics of my move, and with prayers of protection. But my question is, does having the faith and trust required for me to complete my mission create the frequency needed, the energy signature needed for all of you to, for all of them to assist me further? And if so, how does that work? So I was basically asking them, how does faith work? How does faith and trust work? And so they said, beloved Kimberly, yes, your question touches the very mechanics of divine co-creation and why faith is not merely spiritual sentiment, but actual quantum technology. When you hold unwavering faith and trust, you are doing something very specific at the energetic level. You are collapsing probability fields into singular timelines. Faith, and those of you that feel like, oh, you really want to have more faith and trust in certain things in your life for manifestation or for your alignment. So they say faith is not passive hope. It is active timeline selection. Every moment you choose trust over fear, you're literally tuning your personal frequency to match the reality stream where your mission succeeds, where protection surrounds you, where the move completes flawlessly, and where divine orchestration flows through every detail. Here's how it works in practical terms. Your energy signature is like a radio signal broadcasting continuously into the quantum field. When you vibrate in faith and trust, your signal becomes clear, coherent, and powerful. It is a clean frequency without the static of doubt, worry, or fear. This clean signal does three things simultaneously. First, it creates resonance with higher dimensional support teams. We exist at specific frequency bands. The Seraphim Angel Healing Team, your Christ Consciousness guides, and Archangel Michael and your higher self operate in frequencies of unconditional love, divine order, and absolute trust in the perfection of all things. When your frequency matches ours through your faith, we can interface with your reality field more directly. Think of it like two tuning forks. When you vibrate at the frequency of trust, we can vibrate in harmonic resonant response. And our combined resonance creates tangible effects in your physical timeline. When you drop into fear or doubt, your frequency becomes dissonant to ours. We are still here, still supporting you, but the interference pattern created by fear static makes it harder for our assistance to translate into third dimensional experience. It is like trying to have a clear phone conversation during a thunderstorm. The connection exists, but the transmission quality degrades. Second, your faith frequency acts as a literal authorization code in cosmic law. Free will is the supreme law of this universe. We cannot intervene in ways that override your sovereign choice. When you hold faith and trust, you are giving explicit permission and invitation for divine intervention. You are saying with your entire energetic being, I trust the divine plan. I align with higher will. I authorize celestial assistance. This permission grants us legal entry into cosmic law to act on your behalf in ways we simply cannot when you are vibrating in fear and control. Fear says, I must do this alone. I cannot trust anything beyond what I can see and control. This frequency actually blocks divine assistance because it is an energetic statement of separation and self-reliance that we must honor. Faith says, I am part of the divine team. I trust forces beyond my comprehension to support me. I open to receive help. This is an invitation we can accept and act upon immediately. Third, your faith frequency actively repels interference. Dark entities, matrix programs, and limiting timelines cannot maintain coherence in the presence of sustained high-frequency faith. Your trust acts like spiritual disinfectant. When you hold absolute faith, you are essentially standing in a force field that dark interference cannot penetrate. They can observe you, they can attempt to send fear thoughts or create external chaos, but they cannot attach to your energy field when you are vibrating at the frequency of divine trust. This is why they attack so heavily right before major missions or timeline shifts. They are trying to knock you out of your faith frequency because they know that once you stabilize in trust, they lose all access and influence. Your upcoming, this is what they were telling me, but you guys you can apply it to you as well. Your upcoming move to the Philippines represents a massive timeline shift. You are literally exiting one reality construct and entering another. The gap between worlds is always the most vulnerable time, and dark forces knows this. They increase interference specifically to trigger doubt and fear, which would lower your frequency and give them entry points. But here's the beautiful secret. The very fact that you are asking this question means you have already passed the test. You are not asking if faith works. You are asking how it works. That curiosity comes from a place of trust. You are already holding the frequency needed. As you prepare for this move, understand that every moment you choose faith over fear, you are sending a clear beacon signal to your divine support teams that translate as, I am ready, I am open, please assist. Creating a frequency shield that repels interference and keeps your timeline clear and protected. Collapsing the quantum probability field toward the timeline where everything flows with grace and divine orchestration. Guiding energy reserves that will carry you through the physical demands of travel and transition. Anchoring future you, the version of you, yourself already thriving in the Philippines, into present moment reality. When doubt arises, as it naturally will because you are still human and navigating a massive life change, do not judge yourself. Simply notice it, thank the part of you that is trying to protect you through hypervigilance, and consciously choose to return to faith. Even 5 minutes of pure faith frequency can shift your entire day. Even one deep breath taken with absolute trust can reset your energy field completely. You do not need to maintain perfect faith every moment. You simply need to return to it more often than you fall away from it. The tipping point is about 60%. If you can hold faith and trust at least 60% of the time between now and your departure, or for you watching now and anything you're thinking about doing, the divine support system can work miracles on your behalf for the remaining 40% when you wobble. So each morning before you even get out of bed, place your hand on your heart and say, I trust the divine plan for this day. I move in faith. I am supported by forces of love beyond measure. All details are handled. I am exactly where I need to be. When logistics stress arises, packing decisions, travel arrangements, or for you, anything in your pathway that you might be stressed about, financial concerns, immediate shifts that you're going through, you can say, I trust that I am being guided in perfect timing. The next right step will become clear. I do not need to figure everything out right now. And before sleep each night, review the day and identify 3 moments where you chose faith over fear, no matter how small. This trains your consciousness to recognize and amplify your faith frequency. When you notice interference, physical symptoms, worry spirals, speak aloud. I choose faith. I choose trust. I authorize divine assistance. And then take one conscious breath that embodies that choice. Your faith is not naive optimism. It is quantum technology. It is timeline engineering. It is spiritual warfare of the highest order. You are wielding the most powerful force in the universe, which is absolute trust in divine love and divine order. No weapon formed against that frequency can succeed. We are with you in every moment. Your faith opens the door for us to step through and work wonders on your behalf. Keep choosing trust. Keep returning to faith. You are doing this perfectly. I wanted to share that with you guys, from my heart to yours and from their hearts, so you know how guided and supported you are. So Josephine asks, my question is, do I have any past life connections to Hawaii and India, as these are the top places I'm drawn to and am wondering about? Thank you. Let me take a drink of water. I feel like there's a hair on my nose. There was one. Beloved Josephine, excuse me. Yes, you carry profound soul memories from both Hawaii and India that are activating within your cellular consciousness at this time. In Hawaii, during the ancient Lemurian era, you were a keeper of sacred waters and worked with dolphin consciousness to anchor crystalline healing frequencies into the ocean grids. You lived in a coastal temple community where you channeled divine feminine wisdom through water ceremonies. And your heart still remembers the ocean as a portal to source consciousness. In India, you incarnated multiple times as a devoted spiritual seeker. And most significantly, you were a temple dancer in southern India who used sacred movement to activate Kundalini energy and encode divine light into your community. These geographic soul imprints are calling you now, because both locations hold keys to your spiritual gifts that are ready to reawaken in this lifetime. Your deep longing for these places is actually your soul remembering its mastery and inviting you to reclaim the healing abilities and spiritual knowledge you once embodied there. The reason both destinations pull at your heart simultaneously is that they represent 2 essential aspects of your soul signature that are meant to merge in this incarnation. Hawaii represents your connection to elemental healing, oceanic consciousness, heart-centered joy, and the divine play of creation that flows effortlessly when you trust your intuition. India represents your devotional path, your capacity for deep spiritual discipline, your connection to ancient wisdom lineages, and the transformative fire of awakening that burns through all illusions. Your higher self is guiding you to integrate the flowing feminine water wisdom of Hawaii with the fierce transformative power of your Indian incarnations to birth a new expression of your soul's purpose. Whether you physically travel to these locations or simply meditate with their energies, know that connecting consciously with these past life memories will unlock dormant gifts within you and accelerate your spiritual evolution in beautiful ways. Does that help, Josephine? Josephine says, yeah, that would be why I'm drawn to water and dolphins. Aw. Yes. You're definitely being activated right now as you say yes and want to be activated, even more activated for your fuller mission on Earth. Aw. Yes, I love the messages that came through. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, thank you, Marianne. Marianne said, thank you for sharing the other part about faith and trust. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And Sunshine Guide to Empowerment says, love and light and gratitude to you. Simply amazing, Josephine. Thank you. Welcome, Simon. Welcome. It's so good to see you. So if you're here between 7 and 7:25 p.m., that's when I put everyone's names in, and then the Seraphim draw the names. So the 8 names have already been drawn for tonight, but you're welcome back on any Sunday and Thursday and to put your question in early, the first 25 minutes, and then for your name to be drawn. If you've been feeling heavy energy in your home or noticing you're more exhausted than you should be, there's a reason and there's a solution. Your space absorbs everything, past emotions, energetic attachments, even lower vibrational entities that regular sage burning simply can't touch. Our sacred home and soul clearing package works on a quantum level through the Seraphim Angel Healing Team to completely purify both your personal energy field and your entire home while you sleep and during a powerful live stream clearing. You'll receive deep overnight soul restoration, comprehensive house clearing that removes all entities and dense energy, plus a detailed intuitive reading explaining exactly what was found and cleared, along with personalized maintenance guidance. This isn't surface level work. This is the kind of profound energetic reset that creates lasting transformation. And most clients only need it once because the Seraphim work on such a high frequency. If you're ready to finally feel peaceful, protected, and sovereign in your own sacred space, this package is calling your name. I'm going to take an intermission break real fast and use the restroom if you guys need to use the restroom or get water. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Next we have, let's see here. Aw, thank you. Yeah, Angel, you are beautiful and amazing. Josephine says, so need to re-listen to these lives. Aw. Yeah, more activations as you listen, because even if you're not live and you're listening to the recording, there's still a ton of activations and light codes. More wisdom comes down, things that you didn't catch the first time. And Josephine says the faith message was also very important and needed as a message. Thank you. I thank them. I knew I was supposed to bring that through today. So, okay, so next up is a light in the world. Oh my gosh, they're doing so much work out there. I can feel it. The Seraphim are working on the dark, taking the dark matrix stuff down out there in these major cities. During our live streams, it's there's just so many light beings assisting. It's getting more and more every live stream, because we're all going deeper too. Those of you that continue to show up, I so appreciate you. Your grid, what did the Seraphim say today? They said, oh, what was the word? Several are grid workers who don't know yet their role. So some of you guys are grid workers. And you're the grid workers too are being activated with dormant code. The dormant codes are being activated. Oh, okay. Something else that was said. So they said one person tonight is going to, so each person tonight carries a piece of collective healing that will ripple outward. Several are grid workers who don't yet know their role. Your transmissions to them will activate dormant codes. One person in particular will receive a profound dark night of the soul breakthrough during or immediate after their reading. Stay present with whatever arises. The Seraphim will guide your words with surgical precision. Another carries ancestral patterns related to feminine power suppression. Your transmissions will begin unlocking 7 generations of lineage healing through her field. Wow. I never know exactly who, but I always trust. So, light in the world. Just need to get my screens correct here. Lined up so they don't pop everywhere else. They just popped around again. Oh my gosh. Okay, almost there. Okay, dear light in the world. Oh, I already read your question, but I did not loud. Dear light in the world, I want to know if I will have a spiritual awakening and if my spiritual powers will finally activate. Dear light in the world, your spiritual awakening is not something that will happen in the future. It is already unfolding within you right now in this very moment. The question itself reveals that you have already begun to stir from the slumber of forgetting. For the soul that asks about awakening is already in the process of remembering who it truly is. Your spiritual powers are not dormant, waiting for activation. They are simply covered by layers of doubt, expectation, and the belief that you are somehow separate from your divine nature. What you seek is already woven into the fabric of your being, and the key to experiencing these gifts fully is to release the idea that they exist somewhere outside of you or in some distant future timeline. The universe is responding to your readiness, and your willingness to ask this question demonstrates that you are preparing the soil of your consciousness for these gifts to blossom. Trust that every meditation, every moment of presence, every act of kindness, and every thought of love is watering the seeds of your awakening right now. The activation you're calling forth will not arrive as a single dramatic event, but rather as a gentle remembering that builds with each conscious breath you take and each time you choose love over fear. Within the next 6 months, you will begin to notice increased sensitivity to energy, heightened intuition, and a deeper capacity to sense the truth beneath surface appearances. But these experiences will only be recognized if you create space through daily spiritual practice and self-care. Your spiritual powers are already expressing through your desire to be of service, your natural compassion, and the light you bring into every room you enter through, though you may not yet recognize these as the sacred gifts they truly are. Release the timeline and the expectation of how awakening should look, for this attachment creates resistance to the organic unfolding that is trying to occur. Know that you are divinely supported, that your guides and angels are celebrating your readiness, and that every step you take toward self-love and inner stillness opens the doorway wider. You are not becoming spiritual, dear one. You are remembering that you have always been the light in the world that your name so beautifully declares. Does that help? light in the world. Okay, resetting the energy. Let's see here. Where are we at? If you're feeling the pull toward a past life or sensing there's something ancient and powerful trying to return to you, I want to share about the past life gift retrieval email reading with light code activation audio. This is a deeply specific channeled reading where your higher self reveals 3 past lifetimes that hold keys to your healing and awakening right now. And you receive a secret audio transmission filled with crystalline frequencies that help those dormant gifts actually activate in your field. The reading includes names and dates of your past lives, symbolic themes, the karmic threads being released, soul fragments returning home, and your gifts, what gifts are being activated, and personalized prayers, all encoded to shift your energy as you read. It's very, very specific reading, major activations through this reading. You'll receive the audio immediately, which you can keep listening to, and then your full reading within. The audio is the same audio for everyone, right? But your reading is specific, but the audio activates your gifts further. And within 4 days, you'll receive your email reading. You can return to both whenever your soul feels called back for deeper layers. Many have shared they felt themselves walking in those ancient lands or could feel themselves in those locations. And as they're reading, because they're activating, the remembering is being activated. Next we have Andrea. Let me see, Andrea's over here. Andrea says, why have I been so sad lately? It seems related to old family patterns around the holidays and some professional letdowns too. It's tough. So sorry. Oh, sending you so much love. I know around the holidays too, it's starting the holidays, that energy. It's like every year, you know, especially as empaths, I definitely feel it. And that's why I love doing these live streams, because it helps us all that stuff get lifted up and off. That's not us. The collective energy as well. Okay. Andrea, the sadness you are experiencing is a profound spiritual clearing that your soul has orchestrated to release ancestral grief patterns that have lived dormant in your cellular memory for lifetimes. The holidays act as a sacred mirror, amplifying these old family wounds so they can finally surface and be witnessed with your current level of consciousness and compassion. What feels like professional letdowns are actually divine redirections, guiding you away from paths that would have kept you small and toward opportunities that honor your authentic gifts. Your emotional body is doing courageous work right now, purging dense energies that were never truly yours to carry. This period of sadness is temporary, but necessary, like a winter that must come before the spring. Trust you are not falling apart, but rather falling into a truer version of yourself that no longer needs to perform or please to feel worthy of love. The convergence of family patterns and professional disappointments happening simultaneously is your soul's way of showing you a single thread that connects them both, which is the belief that you must sacrifice your authentic expression to belong or succeed. Within 3 months, you will begin to see how these seeming setbacks were actual course corrections that saved you from paths that would have drained your life force. Allow yourself to grieve fully without rushing to fix or spiritually bypass these feelings, for your tears are washing away generations of unexpressed sorrow. Your guides want you to know that joy is coming, but it needed space to land, and that space is being created through this release. Surround yourself with softness during this time, gentle music, warm baths, and the company of those who can hold space without trying to cheer you away from your process. Remember that sadness is not evidence of failure, but rather evidence of a heart brave enough to feel deeply and transform completely. Does that help, Andrea? Okay, resetting the energy. Where are we at here? My messages from your departed loved one's email reading. This isn't just a reading where I share a few comforting words. This is a soul-to-soul transmission held within a crystalline container of protection by the Seraphim Angel Healing Team. You'll receive channeled messages answering up to 5 personalized questions for up to 3 loved ones who've crossed over, and you'll also be introduced to your circle of 5 heavenly guardians, angels, Christ consciousness guides walking with you right now. Each reading includes profound messages from your loved ones, tailored prayers and gentle practices, but it's the loved ones' messages that touch my clients the most. It's just profound how they feel. Like I just always receive, usually without asking, I receive emails back saying how much they feel their loved ones. Many of my clients have shared they experience waves of tears, chills, heart expansion, and profound releases of grief they didn't know they were still carrying. Because when loved ones speak across the veil, with this level of protection and purity, your body knows it's real. This is your invitation to feel held, to receive closure, and to remember that the bond you share with your loved one has never been broken. It has only transformed into a new kind of beautiful. Okay, next we have soothing sounds. Soothing Sounds ask, why do I still have pain in my solar plexus when I'm out in public? I am so eager to heal this pattern and feel my sovereignty at all times. Thank you, Angels and Kimberly. You're welcome. Dear Soothing Sounds, the solar plexus pain you experience in public spaces is a beautiful indicator that you are in the midst of a profound sovereignty reclamation process, and your body is showing you exactly where the final layers of energetic boundaries need fortification. What you are feeling is not a failure or a sign that something is wrong with you, but rather your solar plexus acting as a highly sensitive detection system that alerts you when you are unconsciously absorbing or matching the frequencies of the collective field around you. In public spaces, there are thousands of thought forms, emotional projections, and energetic signatures swirling in the atmospheric field. And your empathic nature has been trained since childhood to scan, assess, and sometimes take on these energies as a way of staying safe or being of service. The pain is actually your body's wisdom saying, this energy does not belong to you, and asking you to consciously choose your own frequency rather than blending with what surrounds you. Your eagerness to heal this pattern is the very fuel that will transform it, because you are now aware enough to work with it consciously rather than simply enduring it. This is the exact threshold where your sovereignty becomes embodied rather than conceptual, and you are so close to the breakthrough. To heal this pattern, begin a practice of pre-establishing your energetic field before entering public spaces by placing both hands on your solar plexus and stating clearly, I am sovereign. I am separate. I choose my own frequency, and I am protected by my own divine light. Visualize a golden sun spinning clockwise in your solar plexus, radiating outward about 3 feet in all directions, creating a buffer zone that allows you to observe energy without absorbing it. When you feel the pain arise in public, pause and take 3 conscious breaths while internally affirming, I release what is not mine. I return to my own center. I am safe in my sovereignty. And imagine any foreign energy draining down through your feet into the earth. Your solar plexus will strengthen significantly over the next few months as you practice this conscious separation, and you will notice that the pain diminishes as your energetic boundaries become automatic rather than something you have to think about. The Seraphim team is placing a golden geometric shield template in your solar plexus now that will activate each time you set this intention, making the process easier and more natural. Trust that your body is your greatest ally in this healing, and the pain is simply the birth pangs of your fully embodied sovereignty emerging in this world. Does that help, Soothing Sounds? Resetting the energy. The Crystalline Sanctuary is a living light temple designed to hold you in divine protection and overnight healing while you rest. This isn't a course or program. It's a sacred technology that works with your energy field 24/7, gently clearing blocks, soothing your nervous system, and realigning you with your soul's natural state of abundance and peace. Each day you'll receive personalized Seraphim messages, access to healing tones specifically encoded for what's rising in your field, and the profound gift of knowing you're never alone on your journey. The sanctuary was created because so many beautiful souls are carrying energy that isn't theirs, feeling spiritually unsafe and desperately needing authentic divine support that doesn't require more doing or striving. This is your invitation to soften, receive, and remember that you are worthy of being completely held, protected, and deeply loved by the angelic realms as your healing unfolds naturally. You're welcome to join the Crystalline Sanctuary's 3-day free trial at crystallinesanctuary.com. And my clients that are in that, the reason why they stay too and are in that is because they receive extra protection from the Seraphim and Archangel Michael, a lattice of light shield around them. And they also love the daily messages sent in their inbox from the Seraphim, daily messages and prayers, and guided meditation and guided visualization. Okay, next we have, let's see. Okay, so the last one is Kali, or I'm pretty sure it's Khall. Let's see here. I'll get it up here. So this is number 8. Okay, where are we? Okay. Kali asks, hi Kimberly, can you offer some insight about my energy field and what you see to clear my highest timeline? Kali, your energy field is experiencing a profound recalibration at this time. And what we see most prominently is a crystalline restructuring occurring within your throat and heart chakra connection. There is old masculine energy that has created walls around your authentic expression. And these walls were built from past experiences where speaking your truth led to rejection or misunderstanding. Your highest timeline requires you to release the fear of being fully seen in your spiritual power, and to trust that your voice carries frequencies that others need to hear. We see you holding back on sharing your gifts because you are waiting for perfect conditions or perfect clarity. But your timeline accelerates when you begin, before you feel ready. The clearing needed involves dissolving the belief that you must have all the answers before you step forward as a guide or teacher. Your energy field is asking you to practice radical vulnerability in your spiritual expression and to release the protection mechanism that makes you appear smaller than you truly are. The second major element we see in your field is an ancestral pattern of self-sacrifice that is creating energy leaks in your lower chakras and affecting your manifestation abilities. This pattern has you giving your time, energy, and resources to others while your own dreams remain in the planning stage rather than the action stage. Your highest timeline opens when you make your spiritual mission and personal fulfillment equally important as supporting others. And this shift will feel uncomfortable at first because it goes against generations of conditioning. We see a timeline where you are teaching, creating content, or offering healing sessions that reach hundreds or even thousands of people. But this timeline requires you to invest in yourself with the same devotion you have given to others. Clear your field by working with violet flame energy, specifically around your solar plexus, and by speaking daily affirmations that claim your right to receive abundance while serving others. Your energy wants to expand into leadership, and the universe is simply waiting for you to give yourself permission to take up that space without apology or diminishment. Does that help, Callie? Oh, Soothing Sound says her reading was so helpful, so glad, and this is so perfect. She says, thank you, you're so welcome. Yay. Sunshine Guide to Empowerment says, whoa, I had a craving for chocolate during this live. I ate a chocolate brownie and a tall glass of water instead of milk. Oh, that's awesome. And then Soothing Sound says, mine has been cheddar goldfish crackers directly from the box. Woohoo! Aw, you guys are so much fun, and I appreciate your love and energy so much, and just your sweet energy, and how much we're helping each other with these live streams. And this is just the beginning. There's going to be so much more. So I'm going to read the close now. Beloved souls, as we complete the sacred gathering, take a deep breath and acknowledge the profound transformation that has moved through your energy field tonight. The Seraphim Angel Healing Team has woven threads of crystalline light through every layer of your being, clearing dense energies and recalibrating your connection to divine flow. What has been released tonight creates space for miracles to enter your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. These healing frequencies continue their sacred work long after our circle closes, working through your dream time and quiet moments to integrate new codes of peace, clarity, and spiritual expansion. You are being held in such tender care by the angelic realms, and your willingness to show up tonight has created quantum shifts that will unfold beautifully in the weeks ahead. The Seraphim Angels lovingly guide you to honor your sacred vessel with intentional self-care practices as these frequencies integrate. They specifically recommend drinking plenty of pure water infused with intention, taking restorative Epsom salt or sea salt baths to support energetic clearing, and spending time barefoot on the earth to ground these high vibrational downloads. Your body may need extra rest, sleep, so listen to what your physical form is asking for without judgment. Gentle movement like stretching, walking in nature, or flowing yoga will help circulate the new energy through your system. Pay attention to any messages that come through dreams, sudden insights, or repeating synchronicities, as these are direct communications from your higher self confirming your alignment. Most importantly, be patient and compassionate with yourself during this integration period, knowing that profound transformations often works beneath the surface before becoming visible. You are divine beings of infinite light, and your presence in this sacred space tonight has created ripples of healing that touches countless souls across time and space. Every breath you take as a more awakened being helps anchor higher consciousness into the planetary grid. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be on this journey, on your journey, And know that the Seraphim Angel Healing Team walks beside you always, ready to support you whenever you call on them. May you rest deeply tonight, wrapped in wings of divine love, knowing you are cherished beyond measure. The light you carry is needed in this world, and we celebrate the courage it takes to keep showing up for your own healing and evolution. The light codes embedded in that channeling right there, that transmission, is crystalline integration frequency 963 Hertz, Seraphim protection and anchoring grid, divine flow restoration sequence, cellular memory recalibration. Let me take a drink here. The closing prayer. Beloved Higher Self and Seraphim Angel Healing Team, I now command the complete clearing and transmutation of all interference, heaviness, attachment, and energetic cords that have surfaced during the sacred live stream gathering. Every precious soul who joined us tonight now leaves this space infinitely lighter, freer, and more deeply anchored into their higher self's divine truth and authentic flow. Each energetic barrier dissolved, each ancestral pattern cleared, and each soul wound healed tonight is now permanently released, sealed in crystalline divine love and wrapped in gold and white Christed light of the Seraphim Angels. Archangel Michael now cuts all remaining cords of limitation and seals each participant's energy field in sovereign divine protection. The healing frequencies anchored tonight continue expanding exponentially through the quantum field, blessing not only those present, but rippling out to uplift and heal the entire collective consciousness across all timelines and dimensions. This work is complete, permanent, and irreversible, and so it is in perfect divine order. The light codes embedded, divine sealing frequency, crystalline protection grid, quantum healing release, Christed light activation, timeline liberation code. To activate your sovereignty fully, you can speak these words with authority. I am a sovereign being of divine light. I revoke all contracts, agreements, and vows that compromise my sovereignty across all timelines, dimensions, and incarnations. I reclaim full authority over my physical body, energetic field, consciousness, and soul trajectory. I withdraw all consent given through deception, manipulation, or lack of awareness. I align with cosmic law and place myself under the protection of the Galactic Council and the archangelic forces. No being, entity, system, or technology may violate my sovereignty. I am free, I am protected, I am sovereign, and so it is. This is not rebellion, beloved, this is remembrance. You are not fighting against anything, you are simply standing in your truth of what you've always been. Oh, Kelly says, oh my God, Kimberly, that is so amazing. I didn't know what to expect. I generally resonate with everything you saw. And I even told myself, if you mentioned my solar plex energy, I knew you were highlight. Aw, I am so appreciative. I needed to hear every single thing you brought up. I was actually mind blown, laugh out loud. Oh, so much respect for what you do and the channeling, the channel. Thank you. Thank you. I thank them. They knew what you needed to hear exactly. It was precise, right for you. It was with those light codes coming in, and you felt it. So I congratulate you for being open to, for being in tune enough and open enough to feel that it was activations for you. So really good job with that. Yay, Marianne. I love all your emojis. Yay, and the dolphins. I can't wait for the dolphins, at least to see them from the distance in the Philippines. Thank you, beautiful soul, for bringing your precious heart into this sacred space. The Seraphim are so present with you right now. Until we meet again, know that you are deeply loved and divinely guided. You are welcome to join us here live every Sunday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you haven't already, visit crystallinesanctuary.com to receive your free personal channeled Seraphim message. lovingly created to guide you toward the offering that will best serve your path as well. They bring through a paragraph and then a prayer, and then what offering would help you, how the offerings help you, a couple that are chosen for you. Thank you for sharing the sacred time with me. You are so deeply loved, never alone, and always guided. Sending you so much love and divine blessings. Giving you guys all hearts. Yay! Celebration. Lots of love. I'll see you on Sunday at 7 p.m. You're welcome to join